swallowed star 466 learning while fighting. Virtual Universe Network, Heavenly Bridge. 3 silhouettes appeared on the beautiful island. They were all absolute warriors of the Virtual Universe Company. True Yen Emperor, Tong Nan Emperor, Jade Emperor. The watchman Bevan bowed respectfully. Has Luo Feng's battle on the 3rd level already begun? Jade asked. It's just about to, he just reached the end of the 3rd level. The watchman Bevan said. Bevan was the watchman of the entire Heavenly Bridge. He was the most familiar with everybody's conditions and progress. Even True Yen or Tong Nan Emperor, that level of absolute warriors, they couldn't immediately detect others battling on the bridge. They all relied on Bevan. Broadcast his battle situation. Jade emphasized. Yes. Bevan waved his hand and a 10 long and 8 wide screen immediately appeared. The footage on it was a heavenly bridge shrouded in white mist. Luo Feng was standing and staring at the mist. It's about to begin. Jade's eyes gleamed. Looking at his form, he seems confident. True Yen smiled. He probably isn't using close combat this time. Tong Nan replied. 3 absolute beings all watched the screen. Jade Emperor was watching under the orders of the 9-Blade Knight, monitoring the progress and prospects of the new batch. Tong Nan Emperor was simply following Jade and True Yen over to watch. True Yen was the one who truly wanted to watch this, as Luo Feng was a youth with good prospects from the 9 Universe Tablet sect. Let me see your progress from these 10 years. I knew you training in floating blood was the right choice. True Yen thought within. At the end of the 3rd level. I choose. Luo Feng looked at the mist before him, controller. The large mist before him reacted just like the previous 2 levels. A black liquid flew out and immediately formed a black-clothed man. This one was on a dark cloud shuttle, carrying a golden long rod. His mask revealed his eyes that were locked on Luo Feng. You wish to pass the 3rd level? Right. Luo Feng smiled. Rumble, immediately golden energy rippled around him. The dark golden long rod behind him immediately shot out beams of gold light. This immediately formed 9 blades covered in light. These 9 blades acted as the foundation and resonated with each other, causing countless amounts of blade energy to emanate, almost like an army being directed. Nanshan Armament 3rd level, Heavenly Blade, also Blade Domain. Compared to before, Luo Feng was truly able to control this blade domain like his own arm. The energy within it gathered into one body. Heavenly Blade? The black-clothed man laughed coldly. Rumble, the black-clothed man's surroundings too began to fill with golden energy. In an instant, a similar blade domain was formed. Peng. Peng. The 2 round blade domains clashed time and again, causing large amounts of blade energy to ripple about. Don't think that just because you've passed the 2nd level, you can easily pass the 3rd. The black-clothed man stood far in mid-air, laughing. This 3rd level is much harder than the 2nd level. Go. He pointed at Luo Feng and immediately from the 9 blades within his blade domain, 8 of them united. The golden threads interweaved between them, becoming a huge blurry golden blade. Chi. Luo Feng's blade domain was immediately broken apart. The huge golden blade was like a huge ship steering past the waves. Go. Luo Feng pointed. The 9 blades around immediately gathered, a large amount of complex golden engravings interweaved, swiftly forming a huge golden blade. With a rumble, Luo Feng controlled the huge blade and matched the opponent's huge blade in mid-air. In the blink of an eye, they had exchanged over 1,000 times. Just relying on 8 blades into one, you think you can defeat me? Luo Feng looked at the black-clothed man in mid-air. Haha, no rush. With a maniacal laughter, since you are looking to die fast, I'll fulfill your wish. Immediately the final blade from around the black-clothed man joined the others into that huge blade, causing the huge blade to grow even more. Luo Feng and the black-clothed man both fused 9 blades. However, their outer layer had their differences. Luo Feng's size itself was larger, and the black-clothed man's huge blade seemed more condensed, with more golden threads. But it was overall smaller. You will lose. The black-clothed man's eyes burned with fire. Rumble. The 2 huge blades clashed again, and Luo Feng's blade was immediately knocked backwards. The black-clothed man immediately controlled his to pierce towards Luo Feng. Indeed, it's powerful. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. The dark cloud shuttle began to warp, and immediately the surroundings were filled with 100 of his images. The 100 images completely surrounded the area with a diameter of 1000 m. Also, his unpredictable movement had reached an absurd level. Every dodge was extremely fast. So. Just like lightning, it made the opponent's huge golden blade completely unable to catch up to him, and Luo Feng simultaneously controlled his blade to block the opponent's. Rumble. 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 Every clash, in terms of offense, Luo Feng seemed disadvantaged. However, in terms of movement, just relying on it alone, Luo Feng was able to dodge every attack. It was unbelievable. On the beautiful island, the tall and sturdy Tru Yen Emperor, the skinny Tong Nan Emperor, the beautiful Jade Emperor all watched the broadcast on the screen and laughed. Haha, this punk, he is treating the Heavenly Bridge as a chance to learn and advanced further. Tru Yen laughed loudly. Jade Emperor nodded. His movement has already reached the 3rd level. 100 threads? But just relying on this 100 thread level, he shouldn't be able to so easily dodge the Nanshan armament's attack. The main thing is Luo Feng. His movement, he's obviously begun to comprehend the foundation of the universe space law. Hence, every movement he makes resonates with that. Right, he's truly begun to understand it. Tong Nan Emperor nodded. The foundation of the universe space origin law, he's gotten a glimpse of it already. Tru Yen smiled and nodded. What kind of level were these 3 people? They were all given the title emperors. They were beings that could immediately receive the title of eternal member within Primal Chaos City, far exceeding that General 13 from before, or the Yun Mo Planet Master. If Luo Feng could be said to have begun to understand a bit of the foundation of the universe space law, then these 3 could be said to have reached the absolute foundation of either the space or time laws. They were just a little step away from completely understanding them fully, hence they could naturally see Luo Feng's progress. Touching a little of the foundation of the law. As long as he doesn't fall, his accomplishments in the future won't be bad at all. Jade Emperor smiled and complimented. Look at how beautiful his movement is. That arc movement is so clean and precise. It follows the time ripple arc. Tru Yen complimented and exclaimed, even that Bolin, studying both time and space, his movement was able to produce close to 10,000 images. Yet, that arc isn't as perfect and precise. Jade nodded and smiled. Luo Feng was using the 100 threads movement. With the grasp he had on the space law foundation, every time the opponent's golden huge blade pierced towards him, He would follow the most perfect and optimal route to dodge. Almost like the undercurrent of the ocean, using the least energy and method to swim. His 9 blades converged into one. When compared to mine, it is indeed different. Luo Feng relied on the heavenly blade formation and movement to block, simultaneously observing and studying the opponent on how he used the Nanshan armament. Firstly, his 9 blades fusion is more condensed. This reflects his stronger understanding of the raindrop picture. Secondly, after his 9 blades have fused, his attacks are unpredictable and the blades' forms within constantly change. This is extremely mystical. So if I just relied on the 9 blades into one, I cannot block it. Luo Feng thought, obviously, his 9 blades into one, each of the 9 blades represents the raindrop picture's different forms, conditions, interchanging and profoundness. And I am not able to do this yet. My only strength is, I've already touched a thread of the origin law foundation. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. All right, let's end it. In midair, the black-clothed man raged, if you have the skills, don't dodge. What's the point of dodging? Then, Luo Feng suddenly stopped, all the images completely disappeared. The black-clothed man was surprised but happy within. Go and die. Luo Feng coldly pointed at him. Xiao. The huge golden blade Luo Feng was controlling wasn't as clumsy as before, but immediately followed a mysterious perfect arc. With unbelievable speed, it reached right before the black-clothed man's face. It was fast, too fast. What? Still lost in his surprise, the black-clothed man was shocked to discover that the opponent's huge golden blade had already reached before him. Dang! He barely managed to block it with the golden long rod on his back, using the entire long rod to block the blade. With a clash, the golden huge blade slightly moved and the incredibly sharp edge arced and brushed right through the man's head, immediately piercing through his head. The time spent on dissecting the foundation may take longer, requiring extremely high amounts of comprehension and conditions. However, its power, when compared to these simple superficial ways of usage, is much stronger. Luo Feng revealed a smile and looked ahead. The mist dissipated and the 4th level appeared, heading upwards. Rumble, in the distance ahead, Luo Feng could clearly see the bridge shrouded in a terrifying blade-like grey mist. Floating Blood once mentioned that passing the 3rd level is a breakthrough. I didn't expect that from the 4th level onwards, even the scenery changes. Luo Feng laughed as he flew up and rushed towards the grey squall. In the center of the beautiful island. That easily? Jade Emperor was shocked. It should not be that simple. He only managed to get a glimpse of the foundation of the law. It shouldn't be that simple to defeat the 3rd level. Tong Nan Emperor too was shocked. It's his consciousness. True Yen Emperor's eyes gleamed. His consciousness strength is a few times stronger than any other universe level 1 genius. And because of this, when he controls his weapon, its power is stronger by quite a bit than what's expected. Luo Feng's consciousness was the golden-horned beast's consciousness. Strong. That was normal. While Tru Yen, Jade and Tong Nan were discussing, waiting beside them was Bevan, who thought within, according the orders from above to promote competition amongst this batch of geniuses, I have to send this information out to Rong Jun, Jia Lai Shi, Bolin etc. Watchman Bevan immediately sent the news of Luo Feng passing the 3rd level to the group of geniuses training hard. Rong Jun, Jia Lai Shi, Bolin, Qian Shui, Tao, Gusi Luo, Wuka. They all received the news at exactly the same time.